points in the game.
It's number one versus number two. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to... Just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team. You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable.
Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. And being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. They'll run it here. He's past the marker and still going. They get the 3rd down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. And now the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns. He wins the foot race to the end zone. Breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. To throw, it's Russell. Here's a target, and it's complete. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, tied.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Texas offense comes back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He breaks free. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long and find out who the best team is late in this game. This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Past the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. And it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Keeping it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. The shotgun handoff here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Grab down the middle. It's Meadows. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He's looking deep down the middle. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down after that previous play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's got room to run. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole. And look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in Austin when it comes to these backs, and he's living up to it today.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
The Longhorns will have first and 10 here. And the back now goes in motion. Tossing to the back, running left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the RPO, clock to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns. They connect for 6. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The pass rush closing in. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
QB keeper all the way. Gets the first and still running. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Douglas. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Back, in motion now. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him.
Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Scanning the field. It's Russell. On the move now. Launches it deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Douglas. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Breaks an open space.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. That's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Toss play, running right. Breaks into the clear. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Back to pass. It's Russell. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Defense is coming after him. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And spot down the ball at the 40-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. And we're able to get him down.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quick throw, complete to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Running back has it on a screen now. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's running out of time here. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps the football. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. He gets loose. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Back to throw. It's Russell. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. The back's got it. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Leaning on the run game here. Powers through. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Longhorns are in the red zone. 3rd down is a handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. They'll hand it off. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Texas. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. To throw, it's Russell. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the 1st down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw again. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Back to throw. It's Russell. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Great cut. They whiff on him. Breaking tackles and going. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
The opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Puts into space at the 50. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. An important play to secure this victory, Kirk. You can debate the rankings coming in, but number 1 took care of business tonight and showed they belong at the top.
Well, we knew a lot of expectations were on the line here, and the number 1 team is the dominant team. They have now punched their ticket. Everybody's going to be aiming for them once we get to the postseason.
First and 10 now for the offense. They're going to run it. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.